What do you think? Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Again, might I now? Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Bertie bought my most expensive spectrum when he visited. Oh, if you're looking for your own spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as... Now
You're back.
I think it's more...
How's the All right. I see you left a few of them intact even. Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? We're Of course. And what better?
In your delusional fantasy,
That seems like a question you should be... Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by...
A drink? I ain't ever heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but...
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do...
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with... You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything. Right now, we of the Orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're...
Ah, what the hell. The Orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point...
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have...
You're... Now... Now... Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap.
Incoming! That's how it's done.
working for Slug.
Inspector, good to... Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Eyes up. I think we're about to be mysteriously assailed.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you! Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground...
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean! We're... Well, you ain't gonna stick that no. Quit!
Incoming! Nice hit!
Reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos. I'm Marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here... Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood generals... Whoops! Forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on...
I don't know what to make of Sublight Underground. Or Slug, I guess. I can't shake the feeling they had something to do with Miss Helen's death.
You got an appointment? Appointment? Yeah, that's... Not a... Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times, the tips nearly fell off. Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send her up.
Why, if it isn't the Inspector, here for my... Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black hole Bertie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Perhaps you haven't sorted out as much as I... In short, Slug has not sent anyone to rough you up, Inspector. That would... Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give Right again. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation. You said... So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of hell... Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie. Which, as I said, if it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my me. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? If you do, be sure to drop by and regale me. I'd love to hear why I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been... Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going... That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely... I'm not a man who believes in happenstance. I certainly will. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my... I would never. Company secret. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate... No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account. Was there... The original incident? I made him an offer he... An excellent deduction. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct... Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all... My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his... Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable... Because one day soon. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities. I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have some... A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk. Because she... Besides, Helen was enjoyable company. She was not unlike you, now that I consider it. That is the question, isn't it? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or... A smart approach, Inspector. This murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Indeed. I suspect Helen arrived on Eridanos with grander plans than promoting I knew I was right about you being... Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forwards. I might. Your point? Yes. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale. What? Or who? A woman of discretion. Now then, did you need anything else?
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Here they come.
Gotcha!
You right there.
You're hurt! Okay! Blood all over my
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
Hey, could I talk to you for a second? Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual, and thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a... We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal... Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend. Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the...
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. Oh, can I get you some? Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly pro... There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing... Yeah, so you noticed that I'm a little off-kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers. Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch for... Wait. All right. Once I retired, I moved here to coach the team during training camp. And when I got too old for that, I started
What do you want? Shh, not so...
How'd you know it was me? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm... Oh! Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer, but I'm stumped. And not very... Oh, so you're the inspector! Hope you have more luck. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions. I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Looter, half shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle, starry. 1 bit down, 3 bits up, spread a...
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere. We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to... There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know... Oh, wow! That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked... Say, is the... That's good. I hope she doesn't have a hangover or nothing. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time. I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her datapad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's datapad, and also maybe crying a little. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. Yeah, I don't want to tell you. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises. That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. Woke up the next morning with Helen's datapad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers.
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg and crushed caffeinoid, hold your nose and drink. And the next time you drink, avoid the
Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said, being... I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen, no matter how drunk I was. You can preserve... I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around. I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for... Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into... Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. See. What? Yeah. Auric's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know. We're talking sort of science. maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't... Oh, yeah. Oric hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-a-bunks at the shipping yard. I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious. I wish that were the dumbest thing I ever did, but it's not. Tossball was, is, and always will be, and I would give it up in a heartbeat.
Buy a bunk, huh? I think I'll stick to my cabin, thanks.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better. The name's Oric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals. I know. Oop. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy. Eases. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rate... Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I know, Bertie. Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here. Nah. What Bertie's got is... He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. Come on. Bertie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's not... I worry about him, that's all. Yeah. Damn shame about that. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water. Yeah. Damn. He showed up drunk at my place wanting... We talked for a while, and...
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about Sprat reproductive... This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's... If it ain't on the terminal, then it's... Nothing. I just... Figured...
I heard we got a new dude. Welcome to Sublet.